My spouse came out as asexual. I said that's okay, but I want a divorce. She went ballistic and destroyed our house, injuring our cat in the process. My spouse and I have been together for 8 years. Our sex life has had lots of ups and downs. Sometimes it felt like it was fire and was really good, but there were long stretches where I felt like I was starving. While they never denied me when I initiated, lack of initiation on their part has destroyed my self-esteem and has left me so incredibly unfulfilled. I have so missed the feeling of being desired and having my partner seduce me. It was really hard for my spouse to come out. They were so nervous and scared. I fudging hugged them and thanked them for telling me. I fudged up and told them everything will be alright. But it won't be. I can't go the rest of my life with a partner who isn't sexually attracted to me. So I spoke with a lawyer. I'm so worried about my spouse. They are really dependent on me socially, emotionally, and financially. And I know that they love me. They love me more than anyone ever has in my entire life. I wish love could be enough for me to be happy in a relationship. Tomorrow is really going to suck. Just to make things clear, an open relationship is not an option. I am strictly monogamous. I am not the type of person who is capable of having multiple partners. An open relationship isn't going to help me meet my needs that are currently missing in my relationship. What I need is for my spouse to be sexually attracted to me. Relevant comments and additional info. Commenter. How did this all work out? Original poster. Not well. I ended up leaving. They trashed the place while I was gone and got arrested. Commenter. I'm sorry, OP. Hopefully it all works out and you can heal from this. Original poster. Thanks. Got a lot going on our end, figuring out all the shit I have to do with their cat who got badly injured, figuring out what's going on with their charges and hiring someone to fix the walls. But I know everything will eventually work out the way it needs to. Just gotta keep swimming. Commenter. The fact that you are calling the cat their cat, knowing you two were married, really shows that there was never a partnership here. It was just you. You divorcing them is a blessing in disguise for them. Original poster. The cat is their cat because I am incredibly allergic to cats. I was never able to bond with the cat because even with medication, being in actual contact with her makes me break out into hives. So I have had to keep my distance from her, and we never developed a owner/pet bond. My personal relationship with the cat is more of a friendly roommate thing. The cat also very, very clearly preferred my soon-to-be ex and was incredibly bonded with them. The cat also predates my relationship with my SDBX. Calling the cat their cat has absolutely zero meaning in regards to how I viewed my partnership, and is more of a reflection between my own relationship with the cat than anything else. I have always cared about the cat and have put her first in regards to family planning and budgeting. I fudging gave up my favorite room in the house with a gorgeous bay window for the cat when they moved in, since I figured that cat would enjoy it. Not to mention that I also just dropped nearly $6,000 on the cat this week because I came home to her with a broken jaw. Money from the emergency fund that I was the sole contributor to. But go on and tell me again how referring to the cat as their cat means I never considered them a partner, even though I planned for and made concessions for said cat repeatedly over the last 8 years. Commenter. I hate to be that person who cares more about a pet than the person in a situation. But man, that makes me sad and happy all at once that you helped it. Did you already pay the vet bill outright? You should know that you can surrender the animal to the clinic. Might be the best option considering it doesn't sound like your ex is gonna get out very soon and considering your allergy. Are authorities aware of the cat's injuries? Might not be great to pile on animal cruelty charges, but they shouldn't get that animal back. Sorry about everything. Original poster. I did speak to the police about the cat. They thanked me for the information and asked for information about what vet I took her to, but I haven't heard anything else about it. I did already pay as I took her to the emergency vet and had to pay at the time of services. Didn't really think things through, just saw that she was hurt and wanted to fix her. I know they are having trouble getting bail together, and I am not willing to do that after the way they damaged the house and with dropping almost $6,000 on the cat. Obviously the divorce is on hold FTM. Per attorney's advice, as a conviction or jail time could impact what I am responsible for. I am very seriously considering rehoming the cat while my SDBX is gone. I'm not sure what legal ramifications I will face due to that or how it may affect the eventual divorce settlement. It really sucks because I don't know what happened, and the cat really is super bonded with my SDBX. She is also a senior now and just, oof. I don't really know what the right thing to do is. But that's a future me problem. Right now I just gotta focus on cleaning up the house and getting the cat to eat again. She has been refusing food post-surgery. Update 1. I had to take our family cat to the emergency vet last night. She had a dislocated and broken jaw that required surgery to have it fixed. Sad face. She has come out of surgery just fine, and the emergency vet says she can be released from their hospital tomorrow. Unfortunately, she has some pretty intensive post-op care required that I'm not going to be able to handle on my own, so I have made arrangements with her regular vet to board her during her recovery. I'm looking for ideas and suggestions to make her a little more comfy during all of this. I figured I would bring her bed and a blanket so she has something that smells like home, but would absolutely love ideas. I've heard of pheromone collars that are supposed to help cats relax and stay calm. Are any of those good? Also, looking for recommendations for super palatable wet foods or liquid treats. She is going to be on a soft and liquid diet for a while. She can be really picky at the best of times, so I want to arm the staff with lots of options. And this is kinda weird, but do you think I should visit her during her recovery? She and I have a more roommate type of relationship. I'm actually really allergic to cats. I've been okay living with her by taking medication, thorough cleaning, air filters, and her and I respecting each other's space, but actual contact with her results in me getting incredibly itchy and breaking out in hives. So even though we've lived together for years, she and I are not super bonded. Her person will not be able to see her. I'm honestly don't know a super lot about cats. I'm not sure if a familiar face would be a comfort or an annoyance. Thanks in advance. I just want this little girl to feel better. Sad face. Tastiest soft food or treat? Even if it is unhealthy garbage. Need to get kitty eating after surgery. Our cat had surgery on Wednesday morning for a broken and dislocated jaw. She made it through surgery and vet is optimistic. But we need to get her eating again. She has to have soft food for a few months. I'm looking for recommendations for anything soft that might get her going again. So far the only thing she has willingly consumed is goat cheese. Vet is okay with this. It was actually a vet tech's idea. Update 2. I have a not very happy update. I told my STBX that we needed to talk. We sat down and pretty much as soon as I mentioned that I wanted to end the marriage due to our sexual incompatibility, they started to become incredibly emotional. First with crying and begging me to reconsider. Then when I had held fast to my choice, they became very angry with me. They started yelling and being belligerent. So I told them I was leaving and they followed me out to my car and slammed their fist hard enough on the hood they left a sizable dent. I actually never even got around to telling them I had already spoken with an attorney or let them have the preliminary draft of our divorce agreement. I went to stay in a hotel. My STBX continued to try and text and call me. They left a few really nasty voicemails and a few begging and crying for us to keep working on our marriage before I blocked them to get some rest. The next morning I came to realize that the police had been trying to contact me. Turns out that my STBX went on an absolute rampage through the house. Many of my personal items were destroyed. Holes punched and kicked into the walls. Some very sentimental items of mine are now damaged beyond repair. They even took my 80-year-old jade plant out back and put it on the grill. That had been my grandmother's plant. I'm devastated about that. Apparently during the rampage the neighbors called the cops with a noise complaint. When the officers showed up there was an altercation and my STBX ended up getting arrested. They are now facing charges for disorderly conduct, resisting arrest and assault on a peace officer. The worst part though, is that somehow during the rampage, arrest or while left alone overnight, my STBX's cat got badly injured and needed to be taken to the emergency vet for surgery. She pulled through surgery okay and is currently being boarded at her regular vet's office for post-op care as I am unable to provide the level of care she needs. She should be okay but I feel really bad for her. Her life is turned upside down. She is away from home and the last memory she has of her favorite person was seeing them be a monster. I'm not sure what I am going to end up doing with her ultimately. But I am doing what I can to get her feeling better. I knew my STBX would get emotional and cry and yell. I knew they would be argumentative about it. Those were a big part of why I wanted to have all my ducks in a row before speaking with them. I am super thankful to my therapist who helped me roleplay the talk. I had already had a packed bag in my car and was able to stay calm and cool-headed enough to leave when I did. My ex still has not posted bail, and I absolutely refuse to do so. They've been calling me from lockup begging me to, but also yelling at me. I have refused to take any of the calls. The preliminary divorce agreement where I was attempting an amicable divorce with decent spousal support for them is out the fucking window now. My attorney is fairly confident that with the damages to the house, the cost of surgery for my STBX's cat, my STBX's violent and threatening behavior toward me, and our pre-existing prenup, that the divorce will be very favorable to me. Guess my state doesn't suck as hard as I thought. My attorney has advised me to hold off on filing until we know the outcome of my STBX's criminal convictions as that can also impact things. I have a hearing this week for a restraining order against my STBX, so if they do somehow miraculously make bail, they at least can't come back here. Additional info. The cat is at her vet recovering from her surgery. She had a broken and dislocated jaw. It required surgery to fix. She should be alright. Unfortunately, I am actually fairly allergic to cats. I can handle living with her with lots of air filters, thorough daily cleaning and allergy meds, but I can't pet her or be in close contact without breaking out into hives. I'm kinda in a pickle with her. She is 11 years old, and she has lived in my home for 8 of those years. On one hand, if she lives with me for the rest of her days, she at least gets to be in the home she has known and loved most of her life, but she won't get to be cuddled or petted much at all. I'm considering trying to rehome her after her recovery, but that is a lot of change for an elderly kitty. I'm not sure what the best thing for her is. I'll consult with her vet when she is eating on her own and off meds and see what they think will be in her best interest. I honestly don't know much about cats in general. I could never have them, and due to the allergies, she and I have had more of a friendly roommate type of relationship than a pet/owner one. Relevant comments. Commenter 1. You don't think he hurt the cat, do you? Like, purposefully. Original poster. I don't believe they hurt the cat purposefully, no. They adopted the cat before we even met. It has been their cat the past 11 years. They and the cat were closely bonded. They cuddled every day and had a close bond. I theorized that while they were rampaging through the house, they were throwing and kicking stuff at random, and the cat got caught in the crossfire, but I do not know for certain what happened. Commenter 2. A broken and dislocated jaw unfortunately may point to it being purposely done. Most cats are going to run and hide if someone starts telling or throwing things around. I suspect the cat was kicked, but I really hope it's not true. Even if it wasn't on purpose, get a statement from the vet regarding the cat's injuries. That might actually help with your RO and/or divorce. Original poster. I have. Both attorney and police have documentation concerning the cat's injuries. I don't know if they are pursuing charges in that regard, but it is at least documented. Commenter 3. Hi there. I'm so sorry that you're going through this. I applaud your calm reaction. But seriously, I'm devastated about your grandmother's jade plant. And the fucking cat. Please don't give details about the cat, I'll howl with rage. Sending all my positive everything to that plant and that cat and you, of course. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. Wishing you a new lifetime of peace and happiness. Much love to you and that cat and that jade plant. Big hugs. Original poster. Thank you so much. Can I give you one tiny detail about the cat? It's a fun one. She has eaten like a half pound of goat cheese this past week. She loves it, and the vet is all for getting whatever calories into her they can. I actually love goat cheese too, but my STBX hated it. I just wanted to share that, cause it brings a little smile to my face. Commenter 4. Jade plants are succulents. If a single leaf made it, there's a good possibility of getting it to root. Original poster. I found some broken branches in the house and I have propped them already. So my dear little jade will live on in some form. But it was a magnificent beast of a plant though, and its former glory is sorely missed.